survive. Remember that.
Okay, how about this? We'll start off easy on you. What's the filthiest fucking shit that's ever happened to you in a movie theater?
In a movie theater?
Mm-hmm.
Filthiest. Well, I was about 5, 6 years old.
Ben always has a story.
What?
Ben's the one that, Ben has a history of doing weird shit. Ben's kind of an exhibitionist.
I was living in Turkey at the time.
Like gobble gobble Turk?
Air Force brat. And
Gomez's mom.
There was only 2 boys in our class. There was 7 girls, 2 boys.
That was your first experience.
So
You're gonna have to speak up, champ.
needless to say, I had a few girlfriends when I was really young. And we did a lot of making out in the movie theater because my dad was the manager of the movie theater at the time.
Here we go back to the movie theaters.
Yep.
So,
We had to. He just got here.
Bring a blanket in and we lay down in the front.
A lot of weird things happen.
Pee Wee Herman
I did a lot
happens.
of things when I was a little kid.
Pee Wee Herman is like my dream fucking guy.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get in depth about the things I did in a movie theater.
The only
'cause I used to
reason
be
why
there
I'm
for
not
a
in
while,
jail
too.
right now is because Pee Wee Herman's famous. So I was right next to him doing the same thing.
The coolest thing that happened in the movie theater was when T2 came out, Terminator 2.
Yep.
And it was like the first
Bastard
movie that had
50,
the midnight
it
showing.
might be Gomez
really?
barking for
Yeah,
her
it was
date.
like the very first movie that did that.
But we're pretty sure she hasn't had a date since
I-
January.
I-
It's a
I
sensitive
went-
subject.
I have an older brother,
Listen in.
and at that time I think I was probably about 17, maybe 18. I can't even remember when it came out.
She looks pretty banging in leggings, though. We have a lot of
I snuck
pictures
in
on
a
Twitter.
1.75 liter of Bacardi
She's a fucking yoga goddess
into the
now.
movie theater. It's a midnight showing.
She's a fire
so
goddess.
I'm sitting down on the end, and I'm just telling everyone I need.
I'm not
another
sure what's
drink.
going on anymore.
I'd be sitting in the corner mixing drinks for everyone the whole movie, and we got a little loud by the end of the movie.
Did you fuck someone in the movie theater, Ben?
When I was a kid, yeah.
You're an
After 2,
exhibitionist.
5 or 6.
I did see someone in an adult store.
No, that doesn't count. Glory holes
Oh,
do
really?
not count.
No, it's not a
Adam's
glory hole.
boss at a glory hole.
No,
That doesn't
it's not a
count.
glory hole. Ben is an
I
exhibitionist.
had a-
It's not a glory hole?
No, it's he was in a room and he's fucking. Then people can come look at it and shit. Ben is hella into that stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of a turn on. If you Ben is single and ready to mingle, you want to fuck Ben in a porno shop,
Movie, and she's like,
call into the show.
let's get it on, and we're getting it on, and all of a sudden I see a shadow come across the room, and there's a guy checking us out, and I give him a wink and kept on rocking.
You should have given him the thumbs up. You only need
Yeah,
one hand
no,
for that
don't
bitch.
give the thumbs up. Apparently, that's like code for the guy to join in.
You
Yeah,
would
you
know.
should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
He learned that on the
Jeff,
fucking
why?
reservation.
No, it's
Yeah, you learned that on the res.
So one across from Burger King.
Sorry, our
Gays.
reservation
Oh, no, that's right,
people.
yeah, right on the balcony at our apartment. There's people driving by. I fucked her right on the balcony, and people are driving by looking at her.
Exhibitionist. 1 o'clock in the morning on a weekend.
I just didn't get fucking one.
Right there on Valley Street. You know how busy that road gets.
Yeah.
I have no idea where Valley Street is. I don't. We're in Mexico, so.
My girlfriend's family shows up, so we have to go outside because the house is
on the rest of the world.
filled with like
You
10
see the
extra
same
people.
vehicle driving by multiple
And-
times, you know you're doing good.
We're out there on the deck as everyone's driving by, and I'm just waving.
Well, that happened to me.
I like Ben's cackle at the end of that. That's the best.
thing was the next
evil
morning as we're
cackle.
eating breakfast, and they go, you know, you ought to fix that deck. It gets a little squeaky at nighttime.
Oh, jeez.
You're like, sir, these nuts, bitch.
If we want to go expedition, well, I have a good story
So I
with
got a
that.
big
Do you know what
smile,
Rockin' the
and
Hills
she
is?
just turned 50
Rockin' the
shades of
Hills.
red.
Don't.
Used to be a big music festival North Dakota would hold up in the Turtle Mountains, actually. Rockin' the Hills. It was a big music. It was like a Woodstock, like whatever. Like I got to see a lot of fun bands up there. They had
I
some
was
good
a
ones.
famous guy at that too.
So was I.
You were a famous guy?
Girl.
Like Red Rock and all that kind of stuff.
So I ended up, me and my boyfriend wandered away from the cabin. There was like 30 of us, like, partying all weekend long there, like, and it was a shit show. Like, kind of like what we do now, but just add, like, 20 more people to it.
Fuck.
So we're like, we wanted to get it in, and, like, the camper I had was a tent camper, and I was, like,
When did
18.
you
I didn't know
wanna
how to
get it
set
in?
it up. So, like, if we went on one side, it tilted and everything, so it didn't work. So we found an alfalfa field. In the middle of all the cabins at Lake Metagoshi, of course, of all places, dumb mistake, during Rockin' Hills where traffic is great. We have sex in the middle of the fucking field.
Good thing there was no Snapchat back then.
And I don't know if any of you guys know what alfalfa fields are like, but like, so his whole back
Yeah.
was scraped to the fucking max. And we go to the concert and
Yeah,
everything, and
with
we're
the
sitting there, and
field
he's shirtless,
though.
you know,
Your
it's like
nails.
90 degrees partying.
Oh.
And some guy taps him, and he's like, I saw you guys, I noticed, that's from the alfalfa field. High-fiving him, like, the whole fucking rest of the CCR concert. I'm like, yeah, that was me. So, yeah.
Me and music festivals,
That's
I
bad.
I don't get
Music
along well with
festivals are
music
bad.
festivals.
I got beat up by
I was a
6
surfing
bouncers
god
at
at,
Ozfest
Rock
one
and
year.
Hill. I was a surfing god at Rock and Hill.
What did,
The very last year, do you remember? It was just
that
a
was the
rain
year
fest.
that had happened.
More people have had
Just-
sex
it
with
was
me than
just
I've had
rain,
sex
like,
with
the
at
whole
music
weekend.
Yeah,
festivals. I
because
feel
I
like
know
Live was up
CCR
there
got
on
canceled.
stage, and it was just downpour, and so it was in between one of the bands, and if you know anything about that back gate
Yeah.
that leads out, it's just a big dirt hill,
Mm-hmm.
and well, it became a mud hill.
Yeah.
And
I
I
remember
literally
watching you.
surfed all the way down it without falling.
I feel like this is an
and everybody's
appropriate.
giving me an
This, I
ovation,
feel like
and
this is an
I think
Adam
I was
story
there.
that
Of
you're like
course,
reenacting.
I turn around to take a bow, and that's when I fall over.
I think I do recall
Yeah.
My
this.
foot got stuck in the mud.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that got even more
Classic.
raucous clapping, and
Classic.
but
Yeah.
I made it all the way down the hill.
Because it was
The surf
the
god.
Canadian day where it rained all day. It was
Everybody
Nickelback
was just
and
flipping
all
it
that.
You guys actually
yeah.
went and paid to see
Oh, you guys
Nickelback.
paid to see
No, you just
Nickelback?
paid one fee and you went for 3 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it didn't matter who was
So you
playing.
had
You were
to
So
wait
$10.
It was
So
a
it's like, yeah, you had
It was a
to.
Unless
festival.
you did the VIP and you could be
Is
there
that
for
when
4
you guys
days.
dipped out and
Yeah.
had sex? Because that's
Which I
when I
did.
would have done
I
it
would've
during
dipped out.
Nickelback just to avoid all the
Yeah.
bullshit. Oh,
It's like
God.
Megan in the.
No, I
porta
fell
potty.
in love with the lead singer of Nickelback and I was puking at the same time, dry heaving. I was 18.
I would
You were
I think I
attracted to that fucking
I have no
man.
idea what happened.
The
Man
band that
cat?
opened up for
Well,
Nickelback.
obviously you were puking.
you remember that band?
So you
Yeah.
weren't
It
thinking
was the
straight.
tall guy with the mohawk.
Yep.
Not even that.
I
I,
got
think
to
she was
meet
dry
him.
heaving 'cause their music
I
was
remember
not
the
very
side
good.
tent
She was
and
like,
all they
God,
played over and over again was, it's the
That's
final
what caused it.
Oh my
countdown.
God.
I left
Nickelback.
Nickelback to watch. No, it was a cover band.
Oh.
But I went and watched the cover band over Nickelback.
No, my most
honestly.
favorite and probably most
That's a good
memorable
choice.
music
No, they're
festival
playing
trip
the Final
was
Countdown
when I lived in
It was
Ireland.
fucking great.
And
Fucking great song.
my friend Marion,
How
I
come
think she
that's,
actually listens to the show.
Didn't
I don't know
didn't
why.
put that on her
But
playlist.
no, Marion wasn't there now I think about it. I was pretty drunk. But she did buy me the DVD after the music because I didn't remember any of it after the music festival. But we were going to Slane Castle. So we were going from like the bottom part of Ireland to like the northern part of Ireland to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What?
Red Hot Chili
Hell,
Peppers had a
not
music
Ireland.
festival playing, and they had
By the
several good
equator,
bands.
Brady.
But we went to Slane Castle, and you know, being American out there, you're like, oh yeah, Slane Castle. No, this is a fucking castle. So when we had to go tour around other
Was it
towns,
like White Castle?
the bus picks you up at 5 fucking a.m. in the
Did it
southern
smell
part of
like
Ireland,
onions?
in Cork, Ireland, and then takes you to other fucking towns to pick up everyone else. And then they drop you off like 2 miles from the fucking castle. Because there's no road that goes to the castle because it's a fucking castle.
And then you gotta watch
The
out.
castle
for
was
the
there
boat.
before roads were fucking there. So you're shit-faced at like 5 a.m. and you're driving all around. And then you gotta hike down 2 fucking miles to this fucking castle just in the middle of fucking nowhere. And they put on, and this guy owns this fucking castle. And like he can watch everything and go. But I mean, 70,000 people. What the hell is
Colin.
that?
It's going.
And so you watch it, and the castle itself, they like put up the stage right next to the castle. 70,000 people in like a field, with this whole thing. But I was shit faced, really probably very. We got picked up at 5:30. I was probably pretty done for at that point, and I was drinking shit that I never really wanted. Foster's.
Yeah, they
God.
drink some warm beer and nasty shit.
Well, and you get to and the only thing they're serving is Heineken, and I know people like Heineken. I'm not
Oh,
huge
yeah.
into it.
I like Heineken. It's a good
Of
beer.
course you do. You like Busch Light. Fuck off.
And so I mean I hit.
You like me.
In
so fuck
Ireland,
you.
fucking, there's
Touche.
14 days. I think that was the best year we had since I had lived there. It was 14
Ireland,
days
there's
of
no
sunshine.
Guinness.
There's lots of Guinness out there. They have a Guinness factory fucking out
And
there.
they
That's the
serve it
point.
warm.
You just said that all they serve is Heineken.
No, at the festival, they're only serving Heineken. And so, we get out there, and I'm like, and then everyone's smoking hash. And it was horrible. The hash out there is not the same hash. It's like a compound of like tobacco products.
Oh, gross.
It's not the same hash they have. And so there's
That
probably
sounds
there's
disgusting.
usually like plastic and rubber in there. You don't know what the
Sounds like
fuck.
American
Sounds
cigarettes.
like
Yeah, you
Frank.
pretty much get it from like, a bunch of Nigerians sell a
Sounds
lot of
like
hash around
American
it.
cigarettes, what you're saying, all that extra added shit.
But I mean, migraine central right here. Bam, start getting migraines, and I'm drunk, and it's really early. It's like 9 a.m. and I'm like, I had to stop. I couldn't make the whole hike. I had to keep stopping to throw up. And I get down to the music festival. Well, and we were like one of the first groups there and all that. So I mean, we had like front stage and we saw Flea like right up close, and we, like everyone was there.
Penis.
See, you have a
You saw everyone's penis, you're Felicia.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm not cool with one drink. They had Heineken there, and then of course the one day the sunshine comes out in fucking Ireland is that day, and so it goes from cloudy and overcast to hot, and just this white light coming down on you, and when you have and you're just like, everything's horrible about this. I mean, I was barfing noodles, and it was horrible.
That's what we should do. We should all next year meet up and go to like.
But-
So this is your favorite festival?
So when we got there,
I'm
though.
waiting for it to be your favorite part.
Well, when we got there, though, because there wasn't a whole lot of people when we got there, because we were one of the first groups there, so we, like, put up blankets and all this kind of shit, like, right up to the stage and all that. And so, like, well, I'm going to take a nap because I have a migraine. I wake up, and there's beer dripping in my eye, someone, like, on top of me, like, cheering on a band, and someone's grabbing my boob, and, like, all this kind of stuff is really awkward. Like, someone's like, should we call an EMT? I'm like, no, just let me sleep. I don't care who's around me. You can, like, crowd surf me that way. I don't really care. And no, I mean, I literally missed the whole festival because I got drunk way too early. But I guess my most favorite part of it was there was all kinds of shit that happened at the festival that day. And my favorite part of it is when my friend Marion bought me the DVD of the actual festival and what happened while I was passed out in the front of the whole fucking thing with a migraine, with my titty being coped and again groped and beer dripping in my face, and everyone's like, she's fine. Just let me do it. That was a good festival. Me and festivals don't get along very well. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely not the last festival we went to either. So apparently I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to music festival. I saw Slipknot without their masks on Ozfest.
Who?
I bet that was
Slipknot, really?
I did.
Oh my god,
Well,
I was scared of
Slipknot
Slipknot.
was cool shit, really.
I saw them at Ozfest, and
Yeah, we saw them at
they
Shoreline.
they didn't want to be on the main stage because they needed a bigger mosh pit, so they were the last act before they went to the main stage. And there must have been 5,000 people scrunched in this ungodly tiny area, and there was concentric circles of the moshing going on.
The funniest
The
one
whole
I've
crowd
ever
is
seen.
moshing.
Just about.
Yeah.
But it's in concentric circles. So you have this narrow band, okay, of people going this way, then there's people going the other way, and it just keeps reversing of this mosh pit, and it's just tight. And then right in the middle, there's about 8 or 10 guys, and they're the
Douche canoes? Did they have white
crazy in there.
sunglasses?
And I'm just looking at this going, no fucking way am I going in there. But there had to have been at least 10,000 people in that little area, and then 5,000, at least half of them were moshing. But like I said, it was in concentric circles all the way through, except for in the tiny part, there must have been not much bigger than the circle of chairs here. And there was about 8 to 10 guys in there, and they were just, I mean, literally like battle axing each other in
Oh
there.
yeah, no, you
And-
usually
but-
leave like
but
broken
the
noses
thing
and
of it
blood everywhere.
is that it was concentric circles of the mosh pit around them. So there was 10 guys just in here that were just smashing up into each other, but everyone else was in this concentric circles, opposite ways
Soy means
of
like
moshing.
yo soy
I was
death.
just watching like ants almost. It was just like you're almost hypnotized by what was going on. It was cool and scary at the same time. I was
But
like,
getting back
no
to
way am I going in there.
getting back to the original topic, I guess. So you've never went on a date with someone and said they were
Back to
batshit
topic.
crazy. They've never indicated they were batshit crazy.
Well, usually it was the second or third date that you.
All right.
figured out
I've
there
already
was
I went out with this
Yeah,
guy one
yeah,
time.
yeah,
I went
yeah,
through
yeah,
a date in the
but-
fugly stage. They have better
Did he
personalities.
give you a ring?
He tried to. He This is the first date with someone who looked like Drew Carey.
Oh, we
Oh.
heard this story today.
You heard this story
I
today.
did too. I was there.
And yeah, you did
was
too.
not.
said, yeah,
I wasn't.
yeah. And this guy had a Prince Albert
Promise.
too, which is the most awkward.
Drew Carey? Prince Albert?
He
Go
looked
get
like
your
Drew
Promise.
Carey. And I remember
That's
going on
what
a
it
date
is
with this
from
guy,
now
and
You can't
I'm
reach
sitting
me.
there just eating my
Just
pasta.
go get it.
And he's like,
These days.
yeah, and I mean, he was interesting. He
Oh, this
owned
is a Prince Albert. Yeah.
he owned a string of cemeteries.
A
like
string
big
of
ones.
cemeteries?
Yeah,
You
string.
can't be jealous of any of her exes.
You have a
like,
chain.
oh.
Yeah, have you a chain? He had a chain of cemeteries, which was I don't know. I didn't really know how to feel about that.
Badass.
And He was sitting there and he was like, I feel like we're gonna get married. I feel like you and I are gonna get married. I'm like, God, you just look like